longitudiner. It's still recording. All right, well, as you saw, we finished up the purlins on the back porch. So out here today to get started on the next step. We need to build the soffits off the front. We did keep the 2x6 a little bit short, as you saw in the rafter video. And we're gonna add a 2x4 coming off the rafter. That's gonna give us our soffit. We need 10.5 inches off. And then our 2x6 across the front is 1.5 inches, so that gives us 1 foot overhangs. So I got all the 2x4s cut. I'm gonna work on getting them installed all on the front. I'm just gonna do one for now, and then after we get the 2x6 fascia board up, then I'll go back in and add another board, so it'll kind of have two boards sticking like this off the front. That'll make it nice and strong and not really have to worry about it. Probably don't need two boards, but I'm gonna do it that way. So we'll get those 2x4s attached, and then we can put the 2x6 on the front, and then we can work on we'll work on the end soffits, and then we can work on the middle roof there, which is going to be a little bit different. Good.
What is it on the top left?
No.
Bottom.
No, it's not. It's somewhere in the middle. That's why I got the level. Gosh dang it. Totally missed that screw. It's difficult when the level's in the way. I guess it would help if I put a second screw in that board. All right, so we're taking these blocks that we put on there and we're attaching our fascia. We're using the level off the other purlins. We have to add another purlin in here. But I wanted to get these blocks on and the fascia on before we added this last purlin, so I could see about where I want to put it. Because I have like 31 inches, so if we did 2 foot on center, like we've been doing, it's going to be a little bit off. I don't think I want to put it down here because there's only here, so I'll probably end up putting it right here at the end of the 2x6. That'll kind of give it some structure when we screw it into the trusses. So I got this next one, and then we'll have to add a splice block in there, and then we can add our other one, and then we'll have a little piece at the end that we'll do after we do the archway. There, if you want.
This one?
Yep. Go.
Oh.
push it up.
You can do it. Good.
Okay, the soffits on one side are complete. So we did the front. And then we just worked here. We didn't film it because one, we were test fitting it because the plans are different. The way the porch is on the plans, I don't really know how it would have worked anyway with the angle. So I'll jump up there and show you what I'm talking about. So the angle of our porch, the pitch of the porch, we didn't change. We left that the same. It did have plans for the porch. I said it was all custom because it wasn't timber frame. So everything was like boxed in with 2x8s and 2x10s. But we changed that up because we're trying to timber frame it, post frame it, or post and beam. So where this comes up, this is our fascia board from the porch, comes into the house. The truss under here, this last truss, probably should have been left short like the rest of the ones on the house because it sticks out and then our fascia comes down. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but it's kind of what I'm thinking. So what we'll do is we'll run our soffit material will come up, and then when we get to here we'll level out and we'll go flat across this part, so there'll be a little gap here that we'll fill in with blocking, and then that way, so like I said, the soffit will come up here and then we'll flatten out, come here, and then it'll be flat all the way across, and then here we'll just have to put a piece of trim metal. I'm gonna have to fab a piece of metal out of some scrap material that we have, because our fascia metal is not going to cover this. What's this, a 2x6, so that's 5.5. That's probably 1.5 inches, so it's not going to cover that distance. So I'll probably have to fab a piece of metal for this section here, which shouldn't be too big of a deal, but it's just kind of a funky detail that I really don't know what the plan was for that area in our regular plans. So kind of odd. Anyway, we're gonna work down the other side. We'll get the fascia board attached to the front, and then that side, and then the front side fascia boards for the soffits. Those are no problem. This is the only one with that funky detail. So starting to look like something.
Jump test.
What?
The jump test.
Good. carry everything up.
Give me the level.
Okay, so we got the soffits done. We haven't done the A-frame yet, but I wanted to try to get some sheathing up. I got one sheet up, got the next sheet up, and ran out of battery in the nail gun. So I hand nailed the second sheet because I didn't want to take it down, but I don't want to hand nail any more sheets. So we are gonna pick this up tomorrow. We'll run our sheets across. I'm just running them vertical. I'm not staggering them. It's a 8-foot porch. I'm not worried about it. This sheet, I'm gonna take my track saw. I'll run it along that purlin, and then I'll measure for the second piece. It'll be totally fine. So we left the middle kind of open. Purlins are hung over a little bit. So we'll do both sides. We'll cut a little bit short in the middle, and then we can work on the A-frame tomorrow as well. So I come out here tomorrow morning, I'll knock out the sheathing. There's just I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more pieces on this side, I think, and that side was only 20 something feet, so 5 sheets over there, not a ton. So get that knocked out, and then we'll move on to the middle section.
We're back out here working on the sheathing. We had a little bit of unexpected rain this morning, so we are getting started a little later than we thought, but we're back at it. So we're working on the sheathing, and Adam's up there, so here we go.
You gotta come up, or what?
Huh?
You gotta come up?
No, it's like touching, but then when you push it down, it doesn't.
Okay, it should all be flush. So the sheathing should touch that, and then the square should be touching the split all the way down.
It is touching the square, or the
Okay, so what about the sheathing?
Yeah, it's gonna come down my way. Too much.
You hit it with the square, take it on. Okay, so we got 6 sheets on over here. I could probably do one more, but I need to do that purlin over there, so I might just wait. And I got to do this upper, the tie-in where it ties into the house. But I have to cut these boards first. So, and then I'm going to cut these. I may or may not do that. We just got word that our replacement windows are in, so we may run to town and grab those, because with our luck 60% of them, well, 30% of them will be damaged, and we only ordered 3, so that would be 1 window damage. So hopefully not, but I think we'll run to town and get those and make sure that they're all good to go. We got our windows. Let me say, we got some of our windows. 2 of the 3 were damaged again, the 3rd time. So I'm gonna put up a picture on the screen of the 2 windows that were damaged, and you guys tell us whether or not you would accept this, and if you would accept it, what percentage off of the windows you would take. So one of them was terrible, huge scratch. You'll see that one here. And then the other one had smaller scratches, which I don't know how they happened, if it happened in shipping or if it happened at the store. But curious if you guys would take these windows with some kind of percentage off, or if you'd send them back. So we sent 1 back and we took 1. So let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on that. Okay, well, it's been a day of trying to figure out what the heck to do here. So mistakes were made early on, but we're rolling with the punches. So again, we didn't have plans for this, and the plans that we had were slightly different, so we changed them, but we changed it incorrectly. So this A-frame archway should have been taller by about 1 foot, I think. So it's not really going to affect anything. It'll actually give us more material, but it won't go onto the main roof as far as what was originally planned. Not a huge deal. You're not going to see it anyway. I mean, I'm 25 feet away right now, and you can't see the roof line, so it should be fine there. Walk over here, show you what I got done so far. So we added that's the same A as the front. There's 2 of them. One of them attached on the front. That one will come off. That was just a guide. And then we put 1 on the LVLs, which will get blocking and it'll be supported. We ran, so we're kind of gonna run 2 sets of purlins on this instead of rafters, just because of the way it's run. So we ran 2x4s across standing up, and then we'll run 2x4s this way laying down, and that'll match in with the rest of the roof, and it'll die into the other rafters. So it's a little bit different. I'm not worried about any weight up there. It's only 8 foot front to back, so it's not like it's going to have a ton of weight, and then it's got enough slope, so I'm not worried about anything. It's not how I would have preferred to do it, but trying to figure it out on the fly. That's kind of what we got. So tomorrow morning I'm going to come out here, I'll put the purlins on, put the sheathing on. We have to sheathe the rest of the porch on this side, and then we'll tie it into the house, which is just a little piece, and then hopefully tomorrow morning we'll be done with this thing. So well, tomorrow midday, I would say. Tomorrow, maybe, hopefully tomorrow we can be done with this and then move to the front. So we'll pick it back up in the morning.
Coming at an angle.
Boom. Okay, you're such a weirdo. As you can see, we got that framed out this morning. It's raining on us right now. It wasn't supposed to rain today. It was supposed to be 75 and sunny, and we woke up and now it's saying it's supposed to be 68 and cloudy and possible rain, and it's raining. So we got one piece of sheathing up there. I'll probably throw the other one up, but I'll wait till it stops raining. We'll get that one fastened off. Then you can see there's gonna be a small piece here. So I cut this one because it would have split the difference. So that one's like 18 inches, I think. We'll get that one on. I gotta trim these other boards here that are sticking up, and we'll get that side on. Then we got a little piece on the top, which we'll get on. And then the A-frame part should be done. And then I'll have to frame up. This needs some framing in it and a piece of sheathing. And then we just have to attach to the main roof. And then we have to work on tying in our rafters. So our purlins will come off the rafter and then hit this roof. And then there'll be a double angled cut, compound cut, because of the way this works. So for not knowing what we're doing and it not turning out exactly the way I had wanted, it's not looking too bad. So we'll continue on as soon as the rain lets up. Dang it.
What'd you do? Oh.
It's backwards.
Does that matter?
Huh?
Does that matter?
Well, I just want the factory edge on the front.
Oh.
All right, I need the small square. And the nail gun. This rain is just enough to be annoying.
You could say that again.
Like if it's gonna rain, rain. If it's gonna trickle, then don't rain. You hear me, Mother Nature? I'm your biggest customer.
You put your nail gun over there.
I know. I need my bill. Oh, it's right there. Because you'll have to get out there for the with a square.
You have the square. Do you want me to use the bigger one?
No, I'll toss it over to you.
Okay.
It did not go as far as I wanted it to.
It's okay.
It's still raining. Hey, do you think that if it was doing this, mist, rain, sprinkle, whatever this is, down in Africa, do you think they would be able to feel it?
Feel the rains down in Africa?
Do you think or no?
Probably.
Can you reach that?
I don't.
I told you, there's a path through it.
Oh, good thing I have my arm there. I have to go. You don't need this, right? Can I throw it down?
Well, why don't you just put it on there for
Alright. Shoot it over. Not like you did with the... Hold on. Please hold. It runs into this.
Yeah, pick it up.
Keep going.
Needs to go more?
Yeah. A quarter of an inch away.
More?
Yeah. Okay, come back here. Wait, just a...
Nope. I can't. You can do that.
Oh, I knew that.
I can't push it backward.
What bird is that?
Kookaburra.
We are in Africa.
Sits in the old gum tree. You know that?
Huh?
I said it sits in the old gum tree. That'd be nice if we had a gum tree. We wouldn't have to buy it.
You got jokes today.
What?
I said you got jokes today.
So you know I'm feeling better?
Yep.
Okay, well, it's still raining, but I'm trying to get this done. So I got to run purlins from this roof over to the A-frame. So you can see here, I got a piece, and it's not sitting perfectly flush. All right, so there it is. Okay, you can see how it sits pretty flush. Got it through a lot of trial and error of figuring we started off trying to do it with angles and measurements and stuff, but then I just said the heck with it and started drawing on some wood and taking it to the miter saw. So I'll go show you the sketchy contraption I have on the miter saw to get this angle, and then we can cut one and get some installed. Okay, so it's past 55 degrees, which when my saw, we need that angle at 9.5. And then this one, my saw, which is 12-inch miter saw, doesn't go past 55 with it tilted like that. So here I got a case of Allen wrenches with a clamp, and that is allowing me, when I put my board up there, that's kicking it out and giving me that rest of that angle that I need. So I gotta take some boards, get those cut. I'll probably get 2 of them cut, make sure they both fit, and then we can, that's gonna be for one side. I'll have to flip everything and do it for the other side. But hopefully with those on, then I can put the sheathing on, and then we'll be mostly done with this thing. Well, I thought we could finish, but I don't know if you can hear. Maybe you can see, it's pouring out now. So we were so close, but this dang rain out of nowhere kind of ruined it for us. So the last half, well, not the last half, but the last little bit was more talking than working, because trying to figure out what we're doing, and it's kind of hard to film up on top of the roof, and then today with the rain. So, and I guess next video I'll put a picture of what it looks like, because this is going to be the last of the back porch build. So it turned out okay. Would have done it differently had I known, but I didn't know. So yeah, but that's where we'll end this video. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.